welcome to this week's video. My name is Lynda Gaiao. Today we move into trait 50, which is values. What really underpins the survival of our societies and our communities is having values, rules, principles and laws in place which ensure that people are treated fairly and that we are establishing what is right and wrong in the context of that particular community or society. And those rules, laws and principles are put in place to ensure that we uphold the structures and provide the safety and security for everyone involved, which ultimately ensures our survival. So trait 50 is the lawmaker and the one that's really there to scrutinize if a rule or a law or a value has been put in place that really does not uphold the best interests of everybody. You know, are the rules and laws that have been put into place are very self-serving and they don't serve the needs of the whole. So it's not only creating the rules, laws and values and upholding them, but ensuring that if anyone else comes along and creates something, a new law, that it serves the interests of everyone involved. And there's a lot of questioning or doubting or scrutinizing that comes into place to go, is this really something that works for us as a community? One could see laws as a controlling mechanism, and to a certain degree they are. And when we grow up as young individuals around certain laws, rules and principles, these can actually be conditioning elements for us. But their ultimate goal or their ultimate aim is to safeguard the best interest or the safety of everyone in the community and to ensure the survival of that particular community or society. With this particular trait comes the awareness for the preservation or the caring of those around us or not. Because this is an awareness trait, the fear that comes along with this is the fear of responsibility. So here we can fear taking on responsibility or taking on too much responsibility. Or a third option is that you have taken on a responsibility that you are not equipped to handle. One of the potentials here, especially if you don't have the trait on the other side of the 50, which is the 27, is that you start caring for people or taking responsibility for those that are not healthy or correct for you. And this ultimately leads to a draining of energy or some type of compromise of your own health as a result. So like anything with design, trusting your decision making is crucial. And when we are driven by fears into action, more than likely we are stepping into things that are not healthy or correct for us. Trait 50 can be seen as the guardian. It's really like the protector of those in the society or the community, upholding the laws and values and challenging anything that is not in alignment with that. When we look at this in terms of a business, this week is a great week to reassess the values, rules and principles that really guide your team or your business structure. Is what you have put in place fair? Is it serving the needs of all of those within your community? And if not, what needs to be challenged? What needs to be changed? When we're thinking about responsibility and we have a connection or a relationship with a client, responsibility sits on both sides with both parties. And when we step into any kind of business agreement with someone else, we need to ensure that there's not this codependency that happens where there is a unhealthy energy exchange, i.e. we are doing all the work and they do nothing in return. And so not only establishing the correct rules, laws, principles, and values by which your business operates or your team operates, but then ensuring that those are upheld and that there is fairness happening within that. Once we have clearly outlined and put into place those rules, values, principles, and laws, then it is about aligning to those that are in alignment with that. Because if you start working with people that don't align to that, there is going to be this disharmony, this static frequency that's going to be exchanged between you and the team member or you and the client. And ultimately, our survival as a business or as a team is dependent on ensuring that everybody is aligned to those values, principles, and rules. So make it really clear what those are and stand by them yourself. Uphold them within your own company and scrutinize anything that is unjust or unfair, and be ready to change out anything that is no longer working for you. This week, as we are sitting with the background frequency in Trait 50 of values, I'd encourage you to be aware of this fear of responsibility that shows up, and to do an assessment of where are you avoiding taking on responsibility and where have you stepped incorrectly into taking on too much responsibility, and that is creating a drain of energy or resources in your life. This week is also a good time on a personal level to assess your values, the values that you're living by, the values of those people that are around you, and really ensuring that when you've been brought up in a conditioned moral environment through your parents or any other kind of societal structure that is in place, have those served you? Are they still correct for you to be a part of that? Or is it a time for you to reassess and maybe shift or challenge those to something that is more correct and more healthy for you? Enjoy this week of values and responsibility, and if you want to make sure that each week when I release a new video talking about the new background frequency, then please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Until next week, I hope you have an awesome one. See you soon. Bye for now.